My name is Grant Krim, and the first thing I would like to do is thank you all for being here. I am here to give you a little information about the American Cancer Society, also known as ACS. I would also like to tell you about their largest fundraiser, Relay for Life. My hope is that the information you are about to hear will inspire you to want to make a difference too. For those of you who have never heard of Relay for Life, let me give you a little background information. The American Cancer Society and its numerous volunteers are dedicated to making progress in the fight against cancer. They have been doing this for the last 100 years. They want to transform cancer from deadly to treatable, and treatable to preventable. One of the ways they accomplish this is by providing research grants, as well as funding studies in both the prevention and treatment of cancer. They also provide many patient services, such as lodging during out-of-town treatment, rides to and from appointments, and patient education and support programs. Patients can access these programs by calling 1-800-ACS-2345 or by visiting www.cancer.org. Now, ACS, being a non-profit organization, has always had to work hard to raise money to fund all of the research and patient programs it sponsors. As a matter of fact, the American Cancer Society is second only to the United States government in cancer research. That effort translates into 400 lives being saved every single day. Do you know one of those lives? Have you been touched by cancer? I'm willing to bet everybody watching this has. Now, we all know that money doesn't grow on trees, which means that organizations like ACS rely on fundraising efforts of themselves and volunteers. Back in 1985 in Tacoma, Washington, a colorectal surgeon named Dr. Gordy Klatt had an idea. He was touched by all of the patients he had witnessed going through cancer. He felt compelled to act. Dr. Klatt decided to come up with a fundraiser to raise money for his local ACS branch. He loved to run marathons, so he planned to spend 24 hours circling a track in his hometown. He asked people to donate $25 to run or walk with him during his endeavor. During that 24-hour period, Dr. Klatt raised $27,000, and that is how Relay was born. After witnessing his success, ACS adopted the idea and modified it to be a team-based event. Teams raise money throughout the year and walk the track all night in exchange for donations. Relay for Life is now in over 20 countries, in over 6,000 communities, and has over 4 million participants worldwide. Gandhi once said, "If you want to change the world, be that change." Dr. Gordy Klatt is proof that one man can make a difference. Now, my experience with the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life started when I was very young. I was only 22 months old when my parents found out I was sick. After months of doctor's visits, CT scans, and misdiagnosis, an MRI revealed that I had a brain tumor. The vomiting, balance issues, unexplained weight loss, excruciating pain I suffered could finally be explained. That was the start of my journey as a 3-time cancer patient. Back in those days, my parents didn't have a lot of money and were being bombarded by medical bills. The expense of driving 10 hours to see specialists and get treatment was getting to be a lot. Then, someone told them about the American Cancer Society and what they could do to help. They helped my parents find hotel rooms to stay in during our numerous visits. Their funding of research and clinical trials also played a large factor in my journey. As a matter of fact, every surgery and chemotherapy I had for my tumor was either experimental or a clinical trial. I owe my life to the efforts of ACS and their volunteers. I participated in my first Relay for Life when I was 2 years old. At that time, I was honored as the youngest cancer survivor in Coos County. I was too young to understand that the teams had gathered to raise money and walk through the night in defiance of cancer. I didn't understand the slogan, celebrate, remember, fight back. I didn't understand that it meant that those of us who had survived were being celebrated. I didn't understand that people who had lost their battle were being honored and remembered. And I definitely didn't understand how important the term fight back would become to me. When I was 3.5 years old, we received some bad news from my oncologist. The brain tumor was back, and I would have to fight once again. ACS helped us through that battle. I continued to participate in Relay for Life, and when I was 5 years old, I was invited to be the Grand Marshal of our Coos County Relay with my friend Jessica McClay. She was also a survivor. The following year, we participated as co-captains of our first team and had great success at fundraising. The importance of Relay in my life grew each year, especially as I got older and I began to understand how important ACS could be for a cancer patient. When I was 12 years old, I found myself battling again. This time, I was fighting for my sight too. I struggled with all the chemo, the sickness, and I really struggled with the loss of most of my vision. One weekend, during all of this, my mom and I went to Eugene to visit her best friend. It just so happened that there was a relay going on that same weekend, and we decided to go. I was feeling really sick and weak, but I wanted to go anyway. When I tried to complete the survivor lap, I just couldn't do it. I had to stop to rest alongside the track. As I sat there, watching the survivors continue on, I couldn't help but be inspired by their willingness to fight. Their loved ones lined the track, clapping and cheering them on. When we got home, the impact of hope that Relay could instill in people really hit me. I felt compelled to write a song. When my friend came home that night, he helped me put it to music. We had it copyrighted, and I dreamed of one day having it played at our local relay. I saw that dream become a reality the following year. And through the years, my role with Relay has increased. From being a Survivor Celebration participant, to being Grand Marshal, to co-captaining a team, to being a member of the $1,000 fundraising club, to now chairing the Relay for Life Team Development Committee and interning with the American Cancer Society at 17 years old. Relay has become so very personal for me. And I want to inspire others to help in the fight. And my goal is to help raise money to end the need to fight once and for all. And I'm not going to stop until we have a cure. And we can't do that without your help. Your participation and your encouragement of others to participate can make that dream a reality. My name is Grant Krim. I'm a survivor, and I'm making hope happen. Thank you.